everybody, and welcome to Endless Triumph Equestrian Centre. So my name's Sarah and I actually live here because my parents own the place. So Endless Triumph is beginning this new series where we are going to have some different people who belong to the pony club that we run here, as well as some of the boarders here. Basically take you through special events through barn vlogs. So like I said, my name's Sarah and today I am getting a new horse. I am so excited. His name is Roscoe and he's a blue roan pinto Friesian and he is absolutely gorgeous and stunning and I love him so much. And so I'm actually just waiting out by the feed room right now for them to pull up. They haven't arrived yet, but you will obviously be the first to know as soon as they do. I am so excited because this is where I am going to learn to jump, because I've done pole work and stuff and I've done little cross rails and stuff on the school horses here, but as well, actually you wouldn't know, but I have had a Hanoverian mare named Escapade for 6 years and it was the greatest 6 years of my life. I've had her since I was 8 years old and we unfortunately just sold her the other day, but we went to Pre St George dressage together, but it was really sad. I'm selling her because I already have another colt as well that's about 6 months old, but I need something to ride and I've really been interested in jumping and feel like I'm as far as I'm going to get in dressage, but Escapade is definitely not a jumping horse. We attempted to jump her over just a small cross rail cavaletti on the lunge line once and she was having none of that. And I just really want to jump, and I've jumped to about 60 centimetres on some of the school horses and really enjoy it. So I thought this was a time to get myself a horse that can really do anything that I want to do. So I unfortunately said goodbye to my childhood horse Escapade yesterday. She left. So yeah, I had a really good ride on him for my test ride. So that was fantastic and I absolutely fell in love with him. I actually took him out on the trail after a couple of the jumps with his owner obviously on the ground, and my trainer with me, because I just wanted to see how he was, and the owner offered like, do you want to go out in the field, do you want to go like somewhere outside the arena. It was pretty much completely whatever I wanted to do I could do. Like, I'm pretty sure if I wanted to jump his limit, like how far he's ever jumped, like plus a foot, she would probably let me. It was completely in my hands. I could do whatever I needed to do to figure out if he was the one for me, which he definitely was. And oh, I can hear the pulling out. They're here. Oh, I'm so excited. They're backing in right now. I see his face, he's so handsome. Oh, I honestly forgot how handsome he was. Alright, I see my beautiful boy. Oh, hello Christina. Hey Sarah, what's up? Nothing, except my major excitement. I am so excited for this. Well, what do you say we get him unloaded? He's had a long car ride. Absolutely. Oh, he is so beautiful. I can't even get over it. Like, look at him. Alright, he's getting a little antsy in there, so I better get him unloaded. I honestly can't thank you enough. He is absolutely stunning. Oh, no problem. Well, I guess I better get going. Alright, so Christina, aka Roscoe's previous owner, just left. She didn't stick around for very long because this was a very hard goodbye for her. Roscoe was her heart horse and she never planned on selling him, even though she only had him for 3 years. He was very special to her, but she just got out of vet school and has just not had time for him, and wanted him to go to a home with somebody who would be consistently riding him and showing him, because he is super talented. Because really, like I just said, he is so talented, and I think this is probably going to be his forever home. So speaking of forever home, I better get him into his stall and get him settled in. So I've got Roscoe in his stall and settling in, and well, he has had like 3 major rolls and he's been in the stall for like 10 minutes now. He was being very noisy, so that's why I didn't film that first little bit of him being in his stall. And as you can see beside me, on a little bulletin board, we still have Escapade's store sign up, a piece of paper with a name on it, but soon it will say Roscoe's Spicy Sauce, because that's his registered name. So I didn't really have a chance to tell you anything about him yet, so I'm going to do that now. So Roscoe is 16.1 hands, which really is nothing for me because some people may think it's massive, but I've been riding a 16.2 Hanoverian since I was 8, so he really feels small to me, and he's a little thicker than her. She was a really definite lady's horse, so it's going to take some getting used to that. So his breeding, his father was, I believe, a 16.2 pure black, so basically a regular Friesian, named, I can't remember what, Spice and Dice I think his name was. And he was a show jumper, and his mother was a school horse. She did a little bit of everything: show jumping, eventing, dressage, even some hunter jumping, western pleasure, a little bit of reining actually. And she was a very far down the line pinto mix, so her like great grandmother or grandsire, yeah, it was the grandsire, was crossed with a pinto, so she was the actually first one of his relatives to get his colouring, which was basically just a Friesian black with the grey pinto markings, and her name was, I believe, Sweet Heat, and like I said, she did a little bit of everything, but he inherited her markings, but somehow Blue Roan. So his owner, I don't think it's a real thing, I think it's just because he's the only one that looks like him. I think it's just kind of a made up thing, but I think she called him a partial albino Blue Roan Friesian, because apparently some like far back relative was a albino Friesian, so that was what started. That's where like a little bit of that pinto gene came from, so it's actually quite interesting. He's got like a couple different Friesian mixes in his far back history, so it's gonna be interesting to see what he can do. I think he even has a little bit of quarter horse in like 10 generations back, so that would be really cool. But so yeah, he's been schooled to, I believe, 3 feet in the jumping ring, and I believe competed at 2.9, pre-training, eventing, level 2 dressage. It was a little bit of school horse for, she tried him as a school horse at the barn she was boarding at him at for, I think he was a school horse there for like a month, but he just really excels, she said, under with like an experienced rider on his back who is consistently riding him, and it's not just a new rider every 2 weeks kind of thing. He really needs someone consistent and steady, and he loves to teach people how to do things, so he's going to be the perfect stallion actually, sorry, to teach me how to jump, so I'm super excited about that. So before I end this, I'm actually going to go get Ozzy, who is my halfling colt. He's about, I said 6 months earlier, but I'm just now realising he's actually closer to 9-10 months old. He is so cute, and I cannot wait to see his reaction when he meets Roscoe, sorry, forgot his name for a minute. I almost called him Escapade, and I almost called him something else, I can't remember. It's already out of my brain, but yeah. So this is Ozzy. Ozzy, come here. So I've got, I'm holding Ozzy in a lead line, and Roscoe is tied up, so you can see Ozzy's going up to him, and he's like, oh, it's so tall. Oh, Roscoe's gonna bend his head up. Well, little Ozzy had a tiny spook. He just went up to Roscoe, and Roscoe was like, oh, hi, you're here. Just like, brought his head down, but a little, to say hello, but a little too quickly, and Ozzy was like, no, I'm out of here, bye. So, I think they'll be friends over time, and hopefully, someday, running around the barn, with Ozzy, probably being several years old by then, will be a miniature Roscoe. I'm hoping, depending on how it goes with him, what his temperament's like. I think it's pretty good so far. But once I get to know him, I'm hoping at some point in a few years we can breed him and have a miniature Roscoe that I can train after Ozzy's trained, because in a few years I'm hoping that Ozzy will be a nice little event pony and stuff like that. So I am so excited to start this new chapter of my equestrian journey. So I guess the next Endless Triumph Equestrian Centre rider or student will see you next time. Thank you for watching.